Russian seaport terminal on fire.
Here's a summary of the article.
The terminal of the Russian Novatek natural gas company caught on fire in the port of Ust-Luga in the Leningrad region, Regional Governor Alexander Drozdenko announced on Telegram. The governor stated that no casualties have been reported, but other Russian media sources suggested that 150 people were evacuated. 4:06 a.m. The center said that medical facilities in the occupied territories will only offer services to residents who have Russian health insurance, which requires a Russian passport. 10:32 p.m. Through open-source research, Mediazona, a Russian independent media outlet, together with BBC Russia, confirmed the names of 42,284 Russian soldiers who had been killed since the beginning of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. 8:11 p.m. The terminal of Russia's Novatek natural gas company near St. Petersburg has halted operations after an alleged Ukrainian drone strike caused a large fire at the fuel plant, Bloomberg reported on January 21. 5:39 p.m. Russian forces attacked the city of Kuroko with Grad rockets, killing one civilian and injuring another, Donetsk Oblast Governor Vadim Falashkin reported on January 21. 3:31 p.m. Explosions and large fires were reported in several Russian cities overnight on January 21, in an possible coordinated effort by Ukraine to strike key targets deep inside Russian territory.
This post received a score of 3,000, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
It's got to be embarrassing to lose so many naval battles to a country without a proper navy.
Remember when Russia touted the Moskva as the carrier killer? Pepper Ridge Farm remembers.
This is extra funny when you consider that the only carrier Russia has managed to destroy so far is their own.
They were just testing the ultimate carrier killer weapons, the dual threat of corruption and incompetence.
You are forgetting those who live in the bowels of the Moloch. What lies below the sealed decks?
Rust. 1,000 tons of rust.
Good news to start my day off right.
Russians can keep the fires going to stay warm this winter.
Russian assets burning is such a heartwarming news.
From the Novatek Company website, the stable gas condensate fractionation and transshipment complex at the port of Ust-Luga on the Baltic Sea allows stable gas condensate to be processed into light and heavy naphtha, paraffin, diesel fraction and marine fuel component and the finished products to be shipped by sea for export. The complex also allows transshipment of stable gas condensate for export. The complex allowed us to optimize logistics and reduce transportation costs. In 2022, the complex processed 6,943,000 tons of stable gas condensate and produced 6,825,000 tons of marketable products, including 4,208,000 tons of light and heavy naphtha, 1,052,000 tons of paraffin, 1,487,000 tons of diesel fraction and marine fuel component, and 78,000 tons of LPG.
So 4.208 million tons of light and heavy naphtha or 2.3% of the 2021 market size according to this source. Not a small thing to blow up.
I applaud the Ukrainians.
I'm a big supporter of Ukraine attacking Russian oil production. This is the number one way to really hurt the Russian government aside from actually destroying the Kremlin while it's in session. I'd like to see NATO countries do a bit more on this front by not allowing Russian oil shipping to transit certain bodies of water like the Baltic. Some might say international law stops us from doing this, and I'm no legal scholar, but I've read enough to know there are loads of ways around this. Edit. Aha, I already found a great loophole. You can interdict ships that A. do not possess insurance companies from accredited companies, aka not fake Russian, Indian, Chinese companies, and or B. do not meet environmental standards.
What I learned from latest military conflicts. Destruction is relatively cheap, invading and defending a territory is very expensive. Both use similar tools to achieve their goals. During the gold rush, it's a good time to be in the pick and shovel business. Mark Twain.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.